Hi, welcome to Pilates. My name is Sue. We're going to get started at the end of our mat. I do classical Pilates, so it might be a little different than what other classes that you take. So let's go to the end of our mat and we can cross one leg behind the other. Genie your arms, press the top arm down, the bottom arm up, and then open those collarbones. So just feel that chest opening. Pull your ribs into your back. And then we're going to lower ourselves down as low as you can go and then bring it back up. Good. Let's go down again. See if you can go down a little bit lower and then come back up. This time, take it all the way down. If you need to get down a different way, go ahead and get down whatever way you need to. And we're going to start with those feet together, knees together, and then sit up nice and tall. Find those sit bones on your bottom and feel yourself lift up higher and then release. And then lift up. So feel like you're growing about an inch just by activating that. And then roll it all the way down. Good. Let's reach back in opposition. Legs reach out. And when I get to my rule, I try not to wear black because you cannot see very good with black on, but I forgot this morning. So find these ribs. So you can't tell, but mine are popping right now. Press them down, and that's going to float your arms up a little bit higher. And then bring them up to the ceiling. Pull those knees in. Roll up to the tips of those shoulder blades. And then extend out for that 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Full breath and exhale. We have 10 of them to make 100. In. Pull those ribs back in opposition. So I'm trying to curl around those ribs. I'm not trying to come up as high as I can. Those ribs have to be in contact with the ground. They're anchoring us. Lengthen that back of that neck. So I'm not jutting forward, I'm lengthening. And then find that upper body working. Pilates is truly a full body exercise. Let's do 3 more. Full breath in, keep opening those collarbones and out. Last one in and out. And pull those knees in, relax down, and just let that neck go side to side. Anytime you're feeling that tension in that neck, just bring that head down and you can do everything with the head down. Good, reach those legs long. You can keep them bent and use your hands and walk up if you want, or they're gonna go long. Reach those arms back only as far as those ribs aren't popping up. And you're gonna inhale, bring them up, and then exhale, roll up. Pause here. We're gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna count fast because this is hard. Come up a little bit more. Count to 10. A little more. This is where it's tight for me. Count. A little more. And then take it all the way through. Good. Keep lifting up so we still keep that big space here. And then control, roll it down. And then let's flow it through a little bit faster. Go at your own pace. You can keep it nice and slow so you don't cheat through that tight spot, or you can speed it up, going faster than me. And remembering our options, helping yourself up, and then really focus on that eccentric movement, the controlling against that gravity to make yourself stronger. We'll do 2 more here. Try to keep those feet flexed, not toes. The whole foot is pulling back towards your shin and those heels are pressing down. Good, we're gonna take it back here, pause, and you're gonna open to that side and then come back up and then open to the other side and back up and roll it down. 1 more just like that. Roll it up. Stretch it forward. Belly pulls back in opposition as the upper body goes forward. Roll to the side. Back to center. Other side. And bring it all the way down. Set those arms down. Bring your right knee in. And then legs gonna press up to the ceiling. So find the space here. We're gonna flex that foot and point. and pull the whole foot down. You'll feel that big stretch. One more time. And then rotate that ankle, reverse it. Now we're going to do leg circles. So keep this hip released, and we're going to just push our bottom back a little bit to have a little bit more space here. Take it across, down and around, and pull it up. And again, nothing is moving other than that leg. This leg is stabilizing us. Let's add to it. We're going to pull in a little bit, take it around, 2 pulls in, pull, pull, and around, pull, pull to really get that hamstring. One more. Pull, pull, and then take it out. Just 2 regulars. And then we'll add the pull on the opposite direction, pull it in. And keep that knee straight. If you can't reach it wherever you're at, you pull it in. And one more. And then pull that knee in again. And reach it long. Left leg pulls in. Stretch it up, find that long waist. You're gonna flex that foot and point it. And this one's so much tighter. It's like good morning or afternoon, depending where you're at. And then rotate that ankle and reverse it. Good, take it across, down, around, and lift. Belly's what's controlling it. And then add that pull, pull, that little stretch. Don't bend that knee. I gotta say that because we're not standing on it. One more here. And then reverse it. 2 without that pull. And then we'll add 4 with that pull. Good, and then pull those knees in and just rock side to side. Go ahead and we're gonna slide the legs out and then slide them back in. Good, just do that a few times and then extend up. We're gonna reach, try to grab those calves and roll up into a teaser, lifting up tall. Good, bend in for rolling like a ball. So hands can go on those ankles, they can go behind your thighs, whatever works for you, and then lengthen. So we're not making this huge round shape. We're trying to get as tall as we can in just the very bottom of our tailbone, and the top of our neck is what's making that C shape. And roll back a little bit, lift taller to come up. You can stay here. You should feel those abs is what's pulling you up, or you can take it to that full roll. We'll just do 3 of them here. And then we're going to change up our arms to make it different. Elbows go on your knees. Heels try to squeeze to your bottom. So I always envision I'm squeezing something in there. And then take it down. No, you don't get to use those arms. Oh, I didn't know if I was going to make it. You have to use the abs to lift yourself up. Don't use those feet to kick out either. Keep squeezing that imaginary ball. Good, and then bring it down. So I can lay down for our ab series. Let's start with our single leg. So we're not just bringing it in nice and easy. I'm pushing my leg up into my hands and my hands are pushing down. So let's try that here. Push down into the leg push up to the hands, and that chest is open. So you're really working that upper body, and then stretch. And the opposite leg is reaching. It's called single leg stretch. Full body works. I can just kind of do it nice, but I want to work, get that upper body activated. One more each side. Again, lower your head if you need to, and then both feet in. Reach it out, hold it. We're going to count to that 10. Nice and quick, and pull it in. Reach it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it out. Upper body's working. 2 more. And rest down, release that neck. Good, both legs up. Push your bottom out behind you a little bit. So I'm not tucking. If anything, I want a little bit more to get a deeper stretch in my hamstrings. If you're really tight, you try to keep them as straight as you can. If you're really flexible, flex those feet to get a deeper stretch. Curl up, reach as high as you can, knee stays straight. Pull it in deeper and switch. Same thing, upper body's working. Leg pulls to you. Pull, 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 pull. Don't let that tailbone come off the ground. Anything it's pushing into it a little bit harder. One more each. And lower down. Good, legs go up, hands behind your back. You can curl it up or keep your head down. We're gonna lower those legs away from us, reach them and pull them back up. Now watch, this doesn't move, that's staying in that mat. Same thing with your curled up. Then reach those legs away to lift up. And this pelvis is staying nice and controlled. One more here. And then rest down. Go ahead and put your hands behind your head again. And we're just gonna do a bicycle. And you wanna reach far. And you can bring those arms up so it's nice and strong. If this is challenging, stay here. If you wanna make it a little more challenging, you bicycle up and then control, bicycle down. And then one more time. So if you had the leg springs on, think about reaching into your leg springs for that bicycle and then bring it back down. And then pull those knees in. Good, hands back behind your head for that crisscross. Get that tailbone anchored so I'm not rolling up. Curl it up and then open that chest. Keep it lifted and then open to the other side. Elbows trying to touch the ceiling, not your knee. One more each side. And bring it down. Let's go ahead, sit on up so we can rock to sit up. We'll start really wide today. So wider than your mat. Toes are up to the ceiling and then find those sit bones so we're not behind or in front, straight up over them. Reach those arms out and you're gonna place them on that mat and you're gonna slide it forward. Don't let those hips roll. Take it as far forward as you can. Lift those arms up, keep that waist stacked and stack back up. Bring those legs in a little bit. Reach it out, exhaling it out, lift and stack back up. Bring them in a little bit more. Get as high as you can, take it out, lift those arms and then stack back up. Good, one more here. Sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, take it out and come back up. Good, let's go ahead and bring those legs in. So same thing as we did before. We're gonna slide them in, slide them out, slide them in, slide them out. Grab right in front of them, lift it up, open, find those shoulders down to that open leg rocker. You can do that tiny, I don't have enough room. You can do that tiny roll back and forth, trying to push through those legs, or you can take that full range. Legs are pushing into hands, hands push into the legs. So I don't even have to hold them. They have their own tension because the legs are pulling back. Hands are pushing forward. Two more. Last one. Good, legs together and then control it down. Bend those knees. And we'll just go side to side for a second. Go and push those legs down and we're gonna lift up into a bridge and go higher. You can let those ribs go for once. About the only time you get to let the ribs go. Just feel that stretch. And then roll it back down. Legs go straight up. Get that tailbone down, open that chest, right leg goes over, lift that left hip up to match you, and bring it back to center. And then left, lift, and together one more like that. Good, right goes over, left lifts, go down, around, together, good, left, right hip lifts, down, around, together, one more each. And then one set of regulars. Don't let that back or ribs come off that mat. And then bend it down. Good, let's cross those ankles. Knees can be bent. So this is going to be working on a jackknife. So we're not there yet, but I want you to feel, we did this a little bit last time when we did that boomerang. Pull that belly in and up, and you're just trying to lift those hips up. And you can keep them as bent as you want. You can even be down in here to lift it up. And notice it's not rolling those knees up. I'm just lifting straight up and down. And then cross the other way. You can keep working on that, or we're gonna bring our legs, hip bones stay down and legs are straight. So depending on how flexible you are, this is as good as it gets for me. If you can keep that tailbone down, knees straight, you can bring your legs as far up towards you as you can. And then same thing, you're just gonna pull and lift it up. Keep opening the shoulders so you don't round on that part. Good, and then bend it back in. Let's go ahead and sit up for the saw. So feet the width of your mat. I'm gonna face you. Feet the width of your mat, the full foot pulls back. And again, you can bend your knees if those hamstrings are tight, or sit on a box. We'll go hands behind our head and then extend them out. We're gonna go to that right side, that back palm lifts up. And I want you to reach with this heel and then sit back up tall and then go to the other side. Whatever side you're twisting towards, that heel's gonna reach and then back up. That back arm's lifting as high as you can, reaching away from you so you feel that stretch. Inhale and then exhale. And one more. Good. And then stack hands behind your head. We're going to just lean over to that right side, keeping that left hip heavy, and then other side, lifting up and over. Good. One more each way. Now you're going to go ahead and take that right elbow to that right knee up to the ceiling, and then you're going to come close it, lift to that ceiling again, and bring it back up. Good. Other side, elbow to the outside of the knee, and then round, open, and then lift up. My waist is staying tall though, not collapsing. And then other side. Good. And then come onto your belly. So actually, let's do a couple on our knees first. We're going to go into a cat. And then now tuck your toes under. And you're going to make yourself a little bit longer. And you're going to come all the way up into a swan. Knees can be off or on. And keep pulling those hip bones up, shoulders down your back. So I'm not dropping that belly, I'm lifting and reaching it up. And then go into that cat again. And then come into that lifted swan. And then lower yourself down. Elbows are going to be on the ground. Hands go as close to your shoulders as you can. Legs together, then lift up that bottom rib so my back's not pushing into that ground. And I'm gonna push through my elbows to lift up. Pushing those elbows down and lengthen away. So you might have to adjust those hands a little bit so elbows press down to lift you up. And then bring it back down. Good. This time, I can't go up very high in my swans, but if you can, you're pushing through those elbows. You keep pushing through the elbows to keep lifting up, and that's high as I can go. If you can go higher without arching that back, keep picking those hip bones up and then bring it all the way back down. Let's just sit back into a child's pose, stretch that lower back for a second. And then we'll come on. Elbows are wide. Fingers will be together, making that diamond. We're gonna pick up that belly and then float both of those legs up. So you're not up very high, but I'm gonna kick my right leg in, kick, kick, reach it long and switch. Pull those shoulders down your back. And then that leg shouldn't be crossing your midline. So if I was looking on top of you, that leg's going straight into your bottom. So it's still on those railroad ties. Keep lifting those ribs up. And last one. Good. And then go ahead and press back into that child's pose. Good. And then come back. We're going to flip over for the neck pull. We're going to start on top this time. So legs are in parallel, pull those feet back, hands are going to be here, and you're going to stretch over a big beach ball. So this waist is staying lifted, and you're just going to roll it through right to there, and then press it forward again. Good. Roll it through. And press it forward. Head is pressing back into your hands. This one, we're going to take it back, and you're going to open to that side and curl it back up. Roll it back, open to the side and curl it back up and open to that side. And one more time on that left. Good. And then we're going to take it back to that right. So it's called around the world. Flat back, left, and roll it back in. Good. Go back on that left side. Flat back, right, and roll it back in. Reach for those toes and come back up. Let's roll onto our side for our side kicks. I'm going to have you up in this position if it feels okay. You can always stay down here. So again, we're lifted here. Bottom foot is flexed. You're going to reach this top leg. The more you reach their way, the more this is going to lift up. And we're going to just bring it up and down, keeping this hip away from us. And you can keep holding it down to make yourself work harder. Hold it here and pulse it up. Let's go ahead. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down, 4 counts. And this is all, I know you can't see it all. Bad choice on my part today. Last one. And then we're going to hold it up and beat. Good. And bring it down. Go ahead and turn over to that other side. I'll do a little flip quick here. And same thing on this side. Find that lift. So this is all space. I know you can't tell. We're going to lift and lower. Reach that leg away to lift it up. So that would be me not doing it correctly. Over here, feeling that shorten. And then hold it up. Pulse it up. Good. Now we're going to bring it up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Good. And then set it down. Oh, we got feet still. Feet's up here. Good, set it down, sit up, and we're gonna come up into a mermaid. So grab those ankles, reach up and over, you can grab that ear, looking down, and then looking up. And we're gonna come down onto that elbow, lifting up. You can have hands behind here, and you're gonna lift up and down like a clamshell on your side. Good, now lift it up. I'm gonna bring my arm forward and my knee is gonna go back to feel that good stretch. And then open to the ceiling, knee comes forward. And then opposition again. This gets that diagonal stretch in your back. My other side is so tight, it really feels good. One more here. And then bring it down. One more swan over. Looking in and up. Hands go behind your back. We'll teaser to the opposite side. Swan over. Look. Open. And then come onto that elbow for that lifted clamshell. Knee up and down. Good, then knees back, arm forward, and then opposite. Keep lifting those hip bones up. Good, bring it down. One more clam to that side. And bring it down and open. Good, let's turn onto our belly again for swimming. Lift those ribs up, reach those legs and arms long, right arm, left leg, and switch. Inhale, 2, 3, 5. Look at where you're going. Hands gotta stay up, legs gotta stay up. One more time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands right under your shoulders, tuck those toes under. You can go onto your knees, or we're gonna press straight up into that plank. We can be here as well. And we'll just do a little marching. Lift, 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 lift. One more each side. And bring it down, flip it over. Take those fingers to the sides. Feet will be lined with your sit bones, and we're gonna lift up. Squeezing those legs towards each other, opening that chest, pulling those hip bones up. If this is challenging, you keep it right here. If you want to take it further, extend that left leg. You're gonna flex it down, point it up. 2 more. And switch, other leg, or you can just hold it. The last one. And bring it down. And just round forward for a second. And then come back up. We'll go into that kneeling position. You can always stand if this bothers your knees, or go ahead and support them with a little bit more cushion. The feet are in line with your sit bones. And watch that pinky. That pinky's trying to touch so we don't roll in. We're trying to put that pinky on the ground. We're gonna do a thigh stretch. So arms reach forward. Hip bones are lifting up, opening this as much as you can. Lengthen up as you go back. And then bring yourself back up. Press those arms down. Lengthen, release to bring it up. One more. Press it down and up. Inhale, reach it back for chest expansion. Look right, look left. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, take it down, look left, look right, and exhale up. One more time on each. Still opening this. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Look left. Look right. And exhale up. Go ahead and tuck your toes under. Heels will be together, toes will apart in that Pilates stance. We're going to try it. If you can't do it, that's okay. This is something that you would do on the chair for arm frog. It's how you get in and get out of it. It's super hard, but you don't get better unless you practice. So we're going to try to stand up without doing that. Heels stay together, toes apart, and then control it up and drop those heels down and bring it back to that center. Good, either in parallel or Pilates stance. Find that good wrap. Open those collarbones, ribs are pulling in. Inhale, reach it up nice and big. Shoulders pull down and exhale it down. One more time, inhale up and exhale. And you're all done. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you next week.